The National Weather Service in Taunton has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for northwestern Hampshire County in western Massachusetts, northwestern Franklin County in western Massachusetts, until 5:45 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. At 4:59 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm was located near Cheshire, or 8 miles northeast of Pittsfield, moving east at 35 miles per hour. Hazard, 60 miles per hour wind gusts. Source: radar indicated. Impact: expect damage to trees and power lines. Locations impacted include Deerfield, Williamsburg, Buckland, Conway, Shelburne, Ashfield, Coleraine, Watley, Charlemont, Chesterfield, Worthington, Goshen, Cummington, Heath, Plainfield, Holly and East Windsor. Precautionary/preparedness actions. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building.
Baconalia is back, now with even more bacon. Come celebrate our bacon obsession with all new menu items like the bacon avocado omelet, only at Denny's.
Good afternoon, viewers. We have a brand new severe thunderstorm warning that was issued for our area, and we're going to have Chief Meteorologist Microsoft Mary tell us about it in full storm alert mode. Mary?
That's correct, Eric. We have a new severe thunderstorm warning for Franklin and Hampshire counties in Massachusetts. For this cell up near Pittsfield in Berkshire County, but is about to cross into the area. Let's look closely at the cell and you can notice some really heavy rain and lightning in there, especially in the North Adams area. Now the main threats with this storm are large hail and damaging winds, so people in places like Orange, Athol and Greenfield should be ready for 60 miles per hour wind gusts and hail at least of quarter size. Now a new warning may be issued for Hampton County in a second here, as well for that line of storms. So people is the Springfields and Westfield and Amherst should be ready for that possibility as well. That line will also hit Hartford, but Hartford is outside our coverage area, so they're not as big of a concern to us. But if anyone knows anybody in that area that may not know what's going on, be sure to call them and make sure they know. Let's also check the other line of storms down in the Torrington and Waterbury areas in Connecticut, as those will be in our area shortly. In fact, they're practically out of the Albany area, as it is, so I would not be surprised if the Weather Service put a warning on that, so Hartford and Springfield areas need to be prepping for this line of storms. If you're on the Connecticut River, please get out of the water as soon as possible, because the worst thing in a thunderstorm is being caught on the water in a boat. You could easily get struck by lightning that way.
Sorry to interrupt, Mary, but a new warning got posted for that line of storms you're talking about.
The National Weather Service in Taunton has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for northwestern Hartford County in northern Connecticut, southern Hampshire County in western Massachusetts, western Hampden County in western Massachusetts, until 6:15 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. At 5:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, severe thunderstorms were located along a line extending from near Blandford, Massachusetts to near New Milford, Connecticut. Moving east at 20 miles per hour. Hazard, 60 miles per hour wind gusts. Source: radar indicated. Impact: expect damage to trees and power lines. Locations impacted include Springfield, West Hartford, Bristol, Chicopee, Enfield, Southampton, Westfield, Holyoke, Windsor, Northampton, Adom, West Springfield, Farmington, Wolcott, Simsbury, Ludlow, Bloomfield, Avon, Plainville and South Hadley. Precautionary/preparedness actions. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building.
These are powerful storms. Don't mess around with them just because they're not tornado warnings. These storms can still do some damage. I know there was some fairly significant damage in Franklin County on Monday from those severe storms. I know that once this line passes through the area, that, even though it looks clear, more storms could pop up. The watch will expire at 9 p.m. tonight, so I'm going to throw that up there for our viewers to refresh you on the weather situation. Then I'll talk a bit more about the two storm cells. First, that original cell that got us back on the air. So the watch, as I said, remains in effect until 9 p.m. tonight, and the main threats are damaging winds up to 70 miles per hour and golf ball size hail. Actually, an update for our viewers. The warning has been expired for Franklin and Hampshire counties. So we are going to stick with the line down to the south until a new warning pops up. This just in, a tornado warning just came out for a cell back in central New York. So just be aware, like I said, that after this line, we are not done until this watch is cancelled. I think I'm noticing a slight bow to the line, so that means that the winds are forming THS line of storms into a bow shape. So be ready for damaging winds out ahead of this thing for those of you in advance of this line. That tornado warning is a part of a second line forming behind this one. This is going to be a long night for our area. Generic, anything you wish to add?
Yes, I've been noticing that these storms seem to be getting less and less strong looking. I'm assuming that means the storms are weakening, right?
Yes, that indeed does mean that the storms are weakening. In fact, the warning in effect is until 6:15. So we may be able to jump to regular news in a second.
That's a very good sign for those of us out here in southeastern Massachusetts, I'd say. I prefer to get back to the news.
I'd also like that. I mean, it's been a bit in front of the old camera. Plus with the second line forming, I'd like a mini break from coverage. Anyway, we have about 4 minutes left and I'm not sure if the weather service is going to extend this warning. Generic, can you check that for me please? Okay, quick refresh. Warning for the line of storms may expire here in a second or two. New warning for Hartford County, Connecticut. That storm is being monitored for a possible tornado near Avon, Connecticut. So that's outside our area thankfully. And the warning for the line of storms has expired, so I'll throw it back to Generic and Microsoft Run for the 6 p.m. news. For Channel 8 Action News, I'm Chief Meteorologist Microsoft Mary. Back to you.
Thanks, Mary. The Channel 8 Action News at 6 starts now.
Live from Studio 8 in North Plymouth, Massachusetts. It's the Channel 8 Action News at 6. With Microsoft Run and Generic News Reporter.
Welcome back, viewers. This is the Channel 8 Action News at 6. I'm Microsoft Ron.
And I'm Generic News Reporter. Here's what's happening tonight, Plymouth. Strong storms impacting the viewing area tonight. You saw it right here on Channel 8 Action News, as severe storms rolled into Massachusetts and wreaked havoc in the western portion of the state. The line continues to move through the area, but the storms are no longer severe. We're going to send it over to Microsoft Mary for an update on the forecast. Mary?
Indeed, Generic. Strong storms wreaked havoc in western Massachusetts today and continue to cause damage in Connecticut as we speak, including reports of a tornado in Avon, Canton and Simsbury, Connecticut. Let's check the Channel 8 Super Doppler to get a look at the storms as they stand right now. Right now, severe thunderstorm warnings are in effect for Fairfield, New Haven and Middlesex counties in Connecticut. But nothing for our viewing area at this time. Now keep in mind that a second line is forming to our west in eastern New York, so this isn't over just yet. That is why a severe thunderstorm watch remain in effect until 9 p.m. tonight. Main threats include large hail and damaging winds, as well as a tornado threat which was increased following the reports from Connecticut today. Now to the 7-day forecast. It's still an overall good forecast, as now that rain forecast for the middle of next week now looks as if it'll hold off until nighttime, so other than that, nothing's changed. Good nights for sleeping, and chances for more storms tomorrow and Sunday as well. Highs will also stick in the low to mid 80s, so that's a nice bonus. Now back to you guys in the studio. I'm Microsoft Mary for Channel 8 Action News.
Thank you, Mary, for that forecast. Well, we only have a couple minutes left for news, so we'll run through all the news quickly. A Dennis man robbed a tightwad bank on Seward Avenue last night. Dennis police ask that if you have any information regarding anyone who may have done the acts, that you please report it to police at once.
Police in Wareham responded to several cases of tea poisoning at an upscale restaurant near downtown. It was discovered that someone had put cyanide in the tea. Anyone who may have been exposed should contact their physician immediately.
The same Tim Hortons that was held up for bacon back in May was held up again for, take a guess, more bacon. If anyone has seen this man around the town of Woonsocket, Rhodesloe lately is urged to call the Rhodesloe State Police tip hotline.
A truck rolled over in Dartmouth on Intel 195 today at around 10:30 this morning. The truck was carrying roast beef sandwiches and many of the sandwiches spilt onto the road. The northbound side was closed for 3 hours for cleanup to take place. And what a delicious cleanup that would have been.
True to that, generic. Well, that'll do it for us here at 6. The national news is next here on the Austin Network TV Channel 8. We leave you tonight with live pictures from Channel 8 Super Doppler as it tracks those storms moving through the area. Good night, and we'll see you back here at 7:30. Need to get rid of your gold. Why not cash for gold? Or better yet, why not just give it to me? Gold. Gold needs more gold. Wrap everything in gold. The Vegas Golden Knights will wrap the Stanley Cup in gold because gold, gold, I love gold. I smell your gold. Earn cash now with cash for gold. Or just by giving it to me. Guaranteed $100 payout per gold item. Give it to me now. Eagle.